What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on these recent statements that Dwayne Wade made about LeBron James. And recently, I'm not sure who podcast he was on, but he went on to this podcast and he told about how LeBron James broke down in the 2011 championship against the Mavericks, right? And what most people are not talking about is, first of all, everybody saw it and everybody know that LeBron James did have a major meltdown. But I think the reason why Dwayne Wade is really exposing this right now is because there's a debate going around about who is the greatest Miami Heat ever, right? And Dwayne Wade has always, and even in this interview, always kind of like tried to take up for LeBron and defend LeBron. But if Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade now, if he wants to take up for his legacy and defend his legacy as the greatest Miami Heat ever, he has to be honest about what happened in Miami with him, LeBron, what's the other guy named Chris Bosh, and the rest of the Heat, right? He got to be honest about that situation. And people are not going to ask him about like Bosh or Pat Riley or Eric Spoelstra. They want to know about like LeBron James. This is the perfect time for people to get the truth out of Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade, he wants to go down in history as the greatest Miami Heat ever. And so he can't go down in history as the greatest Heat ever if LeBron James is the best player ever. So because LeBron James is the best player ever, that means everywhere, on every team that he's played on, he's been the GOAT. And so this really makes it known that Dwayne Wade don't think that LeBron James is the GOAT or the greatest player ever. This exposes the fact that Dwayne Wade sees himself as a better basketball player than LeBron James. And so it wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't by choice. This was something that's necessary for him to do in order to protect his own legacy, right? And so what I want to do is I want to play the audio of what Dwayne Wade had to say about what happened to LeBron James in that 2011 series against the Mavericks. That everything that like that performance wasn't like I said, it was his LeBron James performance was garbage. And if you look at any of the great basketball players in history, like that, in my opinion, that was like the worst performance of any of the guys who went down as like the greatest ever, especially like over like the whole series. Like almost all players, with the exception of Michael Jordan, have a game, at least one game in a series where they just play, where they just stink it up. Right. That happens to everybody, but nobody like collapses the way LeBron did in that 2011 series. So let's listen to what Dwayne Wade had to say. Come back, and I'm gonna give my input on it.
I was on Brian. I was mad because I wanted us both to be like unstoppable together. I was like, hey, wait, what's going on? I was on Brian. Like, I'm just trying to get him to like to get back in his game, to wake up. 2011.
Sorry. But this. I'm the steward of basketball fans in this position. I have to ask you this. LeBron is clearly having some sort of mental meltdown. His mind is his confidence, whatever it is, something is wrong with LeBron. You see this. He's not aggressive. He's passing up shots. He's not driving. It's not LeBron. Yeah. We all know LeBron. That's not LeBron. Was there a conversation you had with him during the finals trying to get to the root of it? What's happening? We need you to snap out of it. Or did you just say, I can't get in, this is his thing to sort out? Or did you just think it'll sort itself out? How do you handle something like that in that moment?
Well, in the moment, I mean, I think and I've said it before, is I was on Brian. Like It's my job. It's our relationship is two of the best players in the game is to make sure that we're pulling it out of each other. And going into the Dallas series, I felt we had two mismatches. I felt that no one can guard me and no one can guard him. And so I'm like, they may be a better team overall, possibly, but we got the two best players. Even though.
All right, so let me leave right there, right? So, and everybody thought LeBron had to break down. You know, that's the only way that the Dallas Mavericks could have beat LeBron in that series. They put J.J. Cabrera on LeBron James at times and Jason Terry, right? Now, physically, those guys, like what LeBron is like 6'9", Jason Terry might be 6'2", Cabrera is probably like about 5'10", 5'11". No way you could have put those guys on Larry Bird. I mean, no, it would not have even occurred to a coach to try something like that. I mean, if you tried that with Larry Bird, like that's disrespectful. Remember, Larry Bird said, "Man, don't put no slow white boy on me." You know, Larry Bird joked with Charles Barkley about that. Man, why y'all put the white boy on me? No way you could have put those guys, Jason Terry on Larry Bird. You couldn't have put J.J. Cabrera on Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. A coach would not have even tried that. That was so disrespectful for a coach to try something like that. But they saw a chink. They saw that LeBron James was just weak mentally, and they did it, and it worked, right? I mean, that was genius. I forgot the coach name. I forgot. Was it I forgot the coach name. But man, that guy, I can't remember. He was an ex-Boston Celtics player anyway. But anyway, to even put JJ Cabrera on LeBron just was crazy, man. And LeBron broke. It was an epic breakdown.
One of the greatest players ever. I thought in that series that we possibly could have the two best players from a mismatch standpoint. And so when I didn't see him performing at the level that I know that I've watched this person perform at since I've seen him play on ESPN in high school, I was like, hey, wait, what's going on? You know what I mean? And I don't know if I approached it the right way at all, but I was on Brian. Like, I'm just trying to get him to get back in his game, to wake up. Because sometimes one thing can happen, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in the game, and it can just knock your flow and your rhythm off.
All right. So, and again, LeBron James is for him to be, he's not a mentally tough basketball player. You know, that's like I said, all those old school guys who you talk about were like some of the greats in the game. They just was just so mentally tough, man, and they never beat themselves. You always had to beat them, and you could just name any of those guys from back in the day who won championships. They didn't beat themselves. You definitely had to beat them. But LeBron James collapsed and he beat himself, and that's why. Now even when you listen to Dwyane Wade talk right here, he's still not trying to throw LeBron James totally under the bus, but he got to be honest because his legacy, he want to go down as the greatest Miami Heat ever. I think I think Dwyane Wade got 3 championship rings, right? 1 without LeBron, 2 with LeBron, right? And so he want to go down as the greatest Miami Heat ever. And in order for him to do that, he has to be honest about the situation.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you need something to happen to go well for you. You need someone to say something. You need someone to believe in you, someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. And I tried the approach. We're best of friends. And so we spend a lot of time together. And so I wanted to get to the root of it because, bro, this is why we got together, to do this. And so he couldn't get out of it. I don't know, what it was. He struggled a little bit. And I go back and I look and I felt like in that series, I probably, because of the mismatch situation, I had the best series, and I had a chance to actually win Finals MVP, and we won a championship. Like, I had a really good series. And I look back into myself, and I'm like, man, this is why he came here as a leader. It's your job to help lead him. And I feel like I failed my leadership responsibilities in that. And so I don't know if I approached it.
So listen to what he said. Like, he said LeBron came here as a leader, and I failed LeBron James. It was LeBron James. Like I said, he's still trying not to throw LeBron James totally under the bus. LeBron James let the team down. The team didn't let LeBron James down. Everybody played. You know, if Dwayne Wade didn't play up to his ability, then he's going to, you know, he the kind of guy he's going to accept that, and he's going to admit that, right? But LeBron didn't play up to his ability, so it's not Dwayne Wade's. That's not his. It's not up to him to accept blame and responsibility for LeBron James collapsing. And he's still trying to, like I said, not totally throw LeBron under the bus, but it is what it is.
Right way at all. I just know that, you know, we didn't get the LeBron that we got the next 3 years at that time. And, it was unfortunate for us because I didn't feel like nobody can guard him in that series.
All right. So, yeah, man, that right there, that series right there, that was an epic fail. You can go back and look at all of the greats, all of the greats in history, man, and none of the greats in history like failed like that. When you put somebody that is 5'10", 5'11" on somebody that's 6'9", you basically giving them the advantage. Like, that's the kind of move as a head coach that if you don't hit a home run with that will get you fired. People will question, like, do you even know basketball? Do you even know how to coach? And man, I don't know why I can picture this coach, picture his face, but I can't remember his name. But that was just the coach who coached the Mavericks, and I think he wound up coaching LeBron too. LeBron got him fired. But Indiana, what's Indiana's coach name? I forgot. But anyway, man, yeah, that was an excellent coaching job. So with that being said, that's my take on it. I just think that he had to expose LeBron in order to save his legacy and his credibility, right? When people, he want people to think that when he's talking that he's not just, he don't have an agenda. He's telling it like it really is, like it really happened. So yeah, that's what's up with Dwyane Wade. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.